Jesus Christ. Warhammer Plus subs cucked again, something rotten. So GW put out this cinematic trailer for the Horus Heresy. And as it turns out, it's significantly higher quality, it seems, for being a 2-minute animation than almost anything coming out of Warhammer Plus, especially Hammer and Bolter. Now, a lot of people will say, well, what about the Exodite? Well, the Exodite is... how do I put this? It's an amazing fan project. It's an amazing fan project, don't get me wrong. I love the look of the Exodite if it was a fan project. I'd be applauding that every step of the way. However, they don't... for a paid product coming from a multi-million-dollar company, it's not the quality that you need it to be. Especially when it seems, after watching a breakdown of it, it seems that GW's becoming too handsy with a lot of it. For example, the trailer for the Exodite project way back when, say way back when, it was 2 years ago, when it was still a fan project, it had everything in the Tau language, which sounded a bit awkward, but again, it was a fan animation, so you could look past it, and it was a real genuine... It was a real genuine, like, look at, or a real genuine work of art, and it was an honest... It was honest. It was exactly what it was. It wasn't pretending to try and be anything else. It was just, we love this setting. We love the Tau for some godforsaken reason. I don't know why. We'll just set this to loop. God only knows why. So we're going to show off what we want to do because we love this setting so much. What ends up happening is GW gets a slimy little tentacle claws on it, and it doesn't go to shit, because it's not shit. I certainly can't make that level of animation. I can't make any animation beyond... I can't even draw on a flip book, to be honest. But anyway, it becomes something that's not meant to be. It becomes very, very, very... Corporate is a word that I like to use. It feels like it's just made by a corporation, not fans. So you end up having, just it's a decent work, I guess, but for it being a paid product, it's not the level it needs to be. So they came out, as I said, with the Horus Heresy cinematic trailer, and this thing looks stunning. It's visually just amazing. Whoever the fuck made this is it has a lot of skill, to put it mildly. But I get there again. There's always something to criticize with these kind of things. And since this is not a fan work, this is, well, maybe not paid, but it's come out for free from, again, a multi-million-dollar company. It's the voice acting for Horus is terrible. It's awful. It sounds like he's been gargling gravel after smoking 50 fags a minute for the past 10 years. It's not Horus at all. He needs to sound a lot more royal, I guess, be the word I'd like to use. Look at that lighting though, Jesus. Look at that lighting and fur textures. Look at the lightning work on all this. There's absolute quality here, and it's come out for free. This particular version was like GameSpot trailers, for Christ's sake, and it's better than anything that's come out on Warhammer Plus. It's awful. It's terrible that that's the case. I'm not okay. There's a bit of smugness. I'm not gonna lie. There's a bit of smugness. I'm not gonna lie. Where I'm just like, idiots subscribing to Warhammer Plus. However, I'm toning that down entirely because it should not be like this. It shouldn't be like this at all. It should be way, way more. Well, it should be this quality every single week, with the amount of people that they took from the community, and I mean took from the community. They robbed the fandom of talent because they wanted to prop up their shit show of a service. And they haven't delivered, and if anything, they've lied repeatedly. Coming from, as I quickly look for this, here we go, coming from the wonderful Janovic yesterday. Yeah, there's no problem straight up lying to the fans. I mean, it's true. They've been lying for the past like 20-something years to their fans. Like the GW hasn't been honest with their fans for longer than a lot of people have been alive at this point. It's no longer run by people who care about Warhammer at all. It's run by suits, corporate, who want to be as scummy and as evil as something like Disney or Hasbro, but don't have. But since Warhammer, since their IPs aren't mainstream yet, they're pushing for it. I don't think it's ever. I still don't think it's ever going to be truly possible for it to be mainstream. Since it's not, they can't be as scummy as they want to be, because the core audience, the ones who used to be, I used to be a part of, who used to buy everything that they put out, is so small compared to most fandoms. They can't be as scummy as they want to be. But he points out that in March you're meant to get 3 episodes of the Exodite, and episode 3 apparently isn't up yet. It isn't up, and I'm honestly I'm unsurprised for one thing. Apparently the Plague song's up. I mean, it's a Hammer and Bottle show. It's bound to be shit, bound to be crap. I've watched like 3 episodes of it, and I just couldn't anymore, because it feels like the animation's running at about 4 frames a second, and I can't stand the way the mouths move. Anyway, I mean, do we have to revisit the new animations will be released most Wednesdays debacle, when it was every week, every Wednesday there was meant to be a new episode, a new animation coming out, yet surprise there isn't, and yet this is, it's just awful. Like, I'm surprised by how low the bar keeps getting set for Warhammer Plus, under the guise of it will get better soon. It will get better soon. It has a roadmap. It will get better. We just have to wait. All of this should have been set in stone. It shouldn't have been done as a half-hour's job, and it should have just got. It should have been the best thing ever, considering the amount of brain drain they took to the fandom, the hatchet job that they went and did to it to get their shitty shit ship off the ground. Of course, we all need to remember this adage. One of my favourite adages from Warhammer 40k. Said by this commenter here. Remember that hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. I think it was said by Azariah Kyrus from Dawn of War 1, like the first one, I believe. It's been years since I played through that campaign. Gonna have to re-download it and play it now, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Even though I've been absolutely obsessed with Elden Ring. But anyway, that's an aside. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Anyone who had hopes for Warhammer Plus, and anyone who bought the year-long sub in hopes that it would get better, I hope, and this counts to a lot of my friends who I don't think I know do these kind of videos. Anyway, they are awful. Like, GW for this. But everyone who thought that it'd get better, everyone who bought a year-long sub, you're a damned fool, and you've damaged the fandom more than anything GW could have done. Because you've let them get away with shit. You let them get away with fuck shit. And everyone is suffering as a result. I usually don't want to judge people for how they spend their own money, but Congratulations, you played yourself and everyone fucking else. Right. That's me done this video. Hopefully I'll get more done soon, because there's some shit coming out. Jesus Christ, the state of the Tyranid Codex. Fuck me. Right. I shall speak to everyone soon then. Take care, everyone.